May possibly be the greatest idea we've ever had. As for the self-mastery media to master life and our destiny in a good and a great way every day, and so that all human beings may benefit from this. And it's this here. Here's my proposal. We can make a multimedia, even a TV show, out of something that's very similar to the idea of an oracle, where somebody can ask us a question respectfully and in clean speech, right? And we can provide an answer with an explanation that illuminates and gives clarity and enlightenment and reveals the apparent mystery of the thing, whatever thing it is in life. So there are examples of this, okay? Everything in life, because life, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and the Creator geometrized, and life is cyclical, and there's an order in the universe, and it's also apparent in the cycles of life, right? It is possible to have insight and understanding and even very clear vision of what would appear to most as the mystery, or what is known as, like, what's the word? What's the word for this? The secrets of the universe, why things are how they are, also including a permanently updatable explanation of why everything is how it is right now in one's life. So there's the ability to know basically why everything is how it is right now, and how the future will be, generally, with high accuracy, and also how to make it a certain way. These are all things that are benefits of the skill of self-mastery. I'm just thinking to myself, maybe one day I should buy a selfie stick so that the point of view on this video is more more face-to-face and not always like, there's some operational security involved too. All you see is the blue sky and me talking. Isn't that relaxing compared to seeing all the infrastructure? Yeah, the mountains are beautiful. The blue sky is good too. Because this is about the higher things in life. So, look, not a challenge, a suggestion. Ask, and here's the other thing. It's just like on the news when you see them, these reporters, they get a chance to answer questions, right? And their questions are more than one sentence. They're actually like speeches. So short and sweet, one sentence questions, please. If you would like to, ask me something that is an important question, that is a thing that is mysterious, it's a mystery, that's a real mystery to you. And the idea is to give educational insight into and explain those things that appear to be mysterious or hidden, so that we can make the best and things even better out of everything, right? Because, see, look, okay, an example of this is, see, I have to write that down. There's a thing that, like, for example, if somebody has to be healed, right? Could be anybody. I have this happen where I hear about something, I hear about somebody that basically has to have help, right? And I know how to help this person, right? And then I basically share the knowledge and real life experience, like real, actual true and proven wisdom and experience that I have, And if the person is intelligently receptive, then there can be a positive, cooperative, and a beneficial, good deed, or more. In other words, we can perform good works and good deeds and to actually legitimately help our fellow human beings if they are somewhat intelligently receptive. And now, speaking about this is something, because there have been so many instances where I have known what will improve the situation, right? No matter what it is, whether it was a person's finances, person's health, anything and everything that anybody ever talked to me about. And if there was ever a challenging thing or a problem, I knew the solution, right? So then I start to present the solution based on the knowledge that I have and that was given to me, right? And that's legit. And so I'm sharing this legit, massively on point knowledge, right? And what you start to see is that it doesn't only hinge upon whether the person is intelligently receptive to what you have to say, right? It actually hinges upon how much prudence you apply, because as with everything in life, what actually goes on is that if you practice wisdom, you practically apply wisdom, everything that you seek to accomplish that's legit and it's in accordance with the cycles of life and what wisdom indicates as being perpetuous and to be prioritized, etc., it then works and it produces good fruits. So it's actually as if you have all the reins in your hands. Every one of us does. It's not it's not the president, it's not some secret society, it's you and I, it's me right here with all the reins in my hands, making wise decisions with my God-given free will, right? I can go later, write my calendar, document the progress, the coordinates of things that happened, life cycles of things created, like documenting things, having an overview, a strategic overview of the operational environment and the life cycles of the things and the acquaintances involved, like having a wise overview of what's going on and what you're actually making happen in your life. This is possible. Now, you have to pay attention because, and that's the thing, see, the more prudence, right, the more wisdom you practically apply, the more accurate your operation in self-mastery, right? And the more in harmony with the cycles of life it all is, the more prosperous it all is. And this is permanent, right? We're talking about working with an eternal, universally available resource that's available to every one of us in all of our lives, even from 0 to 144 years, that can never be expended. And if you basically coordinate your effort, your work, your rest, your life activity, everything in harmony with the life cycles as much as possible, right? The cycles of life that you're in. All that happens is you permanently benefit and everything becomes more magnificent every day. Just how it is. And then it becomes your full-time profession. Because how are you gonna look? It's like it's as if we're all operating at different speeds. And so then what happens is you start to make these discoveries about the miracles and mysteries of life and how to basically facilitate miracles by wisdom. That's what you start becoming busy with a lot. Okay, so another example of this is that I'm walking past, I see them training for soccer, right? Football. And I realize that, hold on a second. Right now, based on the life cycles that we're in, and even the daily period of the cycles of life, it's not actually an ideal time for soccer. Whereas if this team would play, I was about to go to them and say, hey guys, here's how you win the cup, right? Yeah, just taking a walk though now. Perhaps in due season, we'll see. No vows, right? So if this soccer team would play soccer during other daily periods of the cycles of life, the probability of them winning the next whatever and winning and really making it far, even they could become world champions if they trained at the right times. Because as with all things in life, there's a time for everything that's the most opportune, okay? And so if you basically see, because what's happening is that divine providence is systematically providing for certain things at certain times. For example, as I speak right now and I make this educational vlog, it's a mix between education and experience and a progress report, and also providing proof, right, of the prosperity and the good security of these methods employed, right? It's a good time for education publishing right now. So what am I doing? I'm making a vlog instinctively, intuitively, right? Now, there are all these different details and secrets that if you pay attention to all of this stuff, right, a little bit, it's just about monitoring the life cycles you're in, paying attention to them, utilizing them for what they're good for, and then looking at the ones that are coming up, planning ahead and utilizing the opportunity. And it's actually something that's very simple. So what this results in is a person who's highly successful and just super blessed, super prosperous, super healthy, wealthy, and can even help others to be that too. And we're working with guarantees here, all right, that are like universal guarantees because of how the universe has order, and there's order in nature, and the cycles of life, they're systematically in effect. They're systematically in place to our benefit, right? I've seen this so many times now, and I've looked and I've been positively terrified in a positive way so many times now when I've seen just how accurate the knowledge of the cycles of life is. Something would happen randomly, and I would go and I would check what life cycles are in and realize that the description says that that's what can happen right now. There's no coincidence. It's all systematic. Everything is systematic. So this is why, because there's order in the universe. There has to be order. There has to be hot, cold, day and night, negative, positive, male, female, plus, minus, yes, no, all this stuff. It's all ordered. It's all an orderly system. And it's easy. It's not difficult, even though I'm sharing a lot of details here. It's not difficult. All it is that you have a map, and you check this map every now and then, and you move accordingly to the best path that's on the map. And that's just that you monitor the life cycles, and you live in harmony with them, right? I have to monitor these, right? Got to pay attention, right? I know what they are. I know what this time is good for. I'm utilizing the time, wherefore it's good right now, and it's working. It's producing an educational vlog that is filled with massive truth and things that are like what could be described as secrets of true and higher science, okay?